sweetie girl. Hello. Anyone coming into the room? Nice to see you guys. Let's get the camera right. Okay, Google, turn on living room 2.
Got it. Turning to on.
All right. Let's get set up over this way, maybe. I guess we'll just leave that there. That's fine. There we go. Hello, Samantha. Welcome to the wonderful world of my living room. Hope you're doing well. You're welcome. Hiya, Zephyr. How you doing? Welcome. My hair is driving me insane, literally insane today. Oh, thank you. Just as you say, my hair looks great. It just won't stay over here. It's like too far every which way, but it's whatever. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're good, Zephyr. Freya, you coming up to say hello? Whoops, come on. Oh, she hit my hand. Come on, baby. Come on. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. Come on. Come on. Everybody wants to see you. Come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. She's much like me. She needs to have it be her own idea. Here you go. Good girl. Say hi to all the peoples. Hi, my kitty. Meow, yeah. Don't you gotta look over here? See, there's where all the peoples are. Oh, sweetheart. Is it? I haven't seen the sun for a few days, so I know she's adorable. She'll give you a smell-o-vision all the time too. Just saying. So I just figure we'll wait a little bit. We'll chit-chat, see how you guys are all doing. Make sure you're hanging in there, and then let some more people hop on. I was on just a little earlier today talking to a friend in the mall there. And it's really time to make some big moves, big decisions. Taking a logical stance while doing so might not actually serve people the best or greatest, I want to say. It's almost like you have to move while the emotions and the intuition is high. It's like before you have the moment or the time to question yourself. It's kind of the energy I'm picking up on. Building a financial stable place to be doesn't always require, or maybe shouldn't perhaps always require, a whole lot of thought. I wonder if sometimes that's what gets us all in trouble, is that as soon as we start processing it in our mind and thinking about it on all these sorts of things, we end up how do I say? We end up talking ourselves out of it before it even begins. It's a very good way to put it. Three of Pentacles I have here. So wanting to do something, it's like you've heard some information. Maybe you're a little bit old school in the way you do things. You could actually think that you think outside the box, but all of a sudden you realize how small your box actually is. I had a conversation with my friend and Ma about that too. And we have when you have to make a decision and you want to move with your heart and you do what you feel your heart is calling you to do, that's a soul source driven move. And even when the mind can sit there and tell you that the heart has lost, one, if there's not the response you want or the energy you want or whichever put towards it, the mind can sit there and say that you've lost. But in reality, if you reprogram the mind to believe the truth of the matter, that in having that energy, having left your heart and put out here into the ethers, then you actually are the winner. Why are you the winner? Because that energy is no longer held within a heart space that makes your heart feel all those things your brain would tell you that your heart feels, like heavy or upset or People will always tell you that they don't want to lead with their heart because their heart gets hurt. So they're going to put their heart away and not move with their heart because and let their head do the processing and the walking forward, making the decisions with your head logically will keep your heart safe. The question is then does your heart therefore then ever get to live in its truth? Does your heart therefore then ever get to live in a beautiful way as just, you know, putting your forward and moving forward that way? Is that what your heart gets? Or is we've used our mind, it's like to manipulate how we move forward in anything, in everything, in job, in love, in business, in pleasure, in whatever. It's like, well, I shouldn't go for a walk today. It looks like it's going to pour rain. Okay. But then it's like you stop yourself from leaving the house and going for a walk. Well, I shouldn't do this today because it says this. But is the mind always telling you what you shouldn't do? Or is the mind involved in the process of what you should do as well? So how about we take the shoulds away and replace the word should with could? Because the should word is very much leaves everybody in this energy of out there. This is what I'm moving towards. I should. It means I don't have to. It's just something that's an idea, a shoulda out there, and I don't have to look at it. But if it's like I could do this, it brings you with the energy of so much more empowerment. It's like I could do A, B, C, D, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, and X, U, V, whereas I should do all these things mean I'm going to staying in my bed and watching YouTube. So we have to have an idea of what means the most to us. Everybody who's in the room, I'd love for you to go down, hit like, please, on this video. The more likes that hit the video, the more people will see it. Yeah, hi, pretty girl. Oh, I love you too, sweet pea. All right, so I have the King of Swords here. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's very methodical thinking. T. Marie, you can go down. Well, you already paid. I'll get to the readings after I do the channeled messages, okay? Freya, hey, that's loud. Kitty's playing with a little doodad that swings back and forth. I wonder if the cat, see, here's the thing. When the cat goes to play with the string, does it say, oh, I should do this. Oh, I should do that. Oh, I should do this. Or does it all of a sudden feel such an intense need to go ahead and jump at the string that it can't even control itself? It's like programmed to jump. And that's what we want to teach your mind to do. We want to teach the mind to get out of the way so that the heart can jump, or that the mind can jump on the heart's, exactly, so the mind can jump on the heart's desire. There's so much fear that stops us in this life. And I'm here to tell you, it does for me too, even still. This is like an idea or a process of a way to move forward. A lot of the fear tends to be on what people will say, or how will someone feel if I come at them like this, or even if you have somebody you want to go and talk to about a circumstance or situation, or you want to give an apology to, or you want to this, want to that. It's man, it's so drilled in the human psyche and in the human body and the human being every which way to let our mind control because of fight or flight. And in letting your mind control, that's all the mind knows how to do, is to create fight or flight, or to sit there in the energy of processing over and over and over again. You know, see, she doesn't wait to hop up here and say hi to me. She doesn't wait to give her tail for you to look at. She just does what's primarily in her urge to do. It is primarily in our urge, in our hearts, to love people. It is primarily in our hearts to be love and show love. What stops us from doing so and from being maybe a guiding halo in our own lives or to others is the fear of rejection. What will they think of me? What if they don't like the this part of me or the that part of me? What if they don't even understand where I'm coming from? How much does all of that matter? How much does all of that matter? Because it's like someone taking an opportunity to see if they're going to be having this, maybe someone feels like they don't have the time because life is so strictly directed for them in any circumstance, in any energetic level. It's like you've been told and learned and programmed to believe that time is money. But the reality of it is how much money do you want to make with the time you have? There's a lot of going on right now as well for myself. Anything I speak about is something I've been through or things I go through as well. So I want you all to know that I'm not just sitting here doing a preaching type energy at you. It's because it's the things that I learn or channel messages that come through that I myself get a new aha moment on, and therefore then feel, being a light worker, that it is my imperative to come and bring it to you as well. Because why would we want to sit here for the next how many years having aha light moments and keeping it to ourselves? Why would we do that? It doesn't help anybody in the mass collective. And maybe I'm behind the times here. Maybe I'm already having these ideas that someone else has already had. And if that be the case, then it's still imperative because there's somebody out there who, what I'm saying here, King of Swords, you got a whole lot of wisdom, truth, and knowledge in your mind. You've got in the High Priestess energy, being led by Source, by Spirit, by having the intuitive nudges that you need. The reality of the reality of the scenario is, with Six of Pentacles in reverse, is like, are you going to give yourself, your heart, whatever it is, your passions, your everything you want to build, are you going to give them the time, gift of time, money, or effort that they need in order to thrive? That's the question. And even once you've done that, are you still going to view yourself as what? The King of Pentacles upright? Are you still going to view yourself as this solid, stable person? It's like, well, so far in this life, all I've ever learned is to go ahead and bring, work hard for my money and put my head down and keep all of this going on. But previously, in the life or in your life or in your world, perhaps there was a brand spanking new idea that someone who's very intuitive or has ideas about could bring you a huge, huge, huge new start. You see, it's not about being in the past or being in the future. Is it about being in the now? I don't believe that there is it. See, right now we're having timelines collapsing. 5 timelines. Let's look at this. Timelines collapsing, okay? Past, present, future, okay? Plus the future from that, plus the past from that. So here's the deal. With the 5 timelines collapsing, they all collapse. But when they collapse, where do they collapse to? Do all of the timelines collapse to your past? Is that still what runs your show? Do all the timelines collapse to the future, therefore they've not been developed yet, so now I don't have to do anything? Or do all timelines collapse right to the now? You can make them all tap into the right now. You so can. So where do your timelines collapse to? Where do they collapse to? Also, when you guys get into situations and circumstances with people, if they get now, definitely, right? But the thing is, we can say that they all go into the now, then the question remains, if they all go into the now, so what are you doing in the right now to make your dreams come true? If your heart loves somebody, go tell them. If your heart wants to create a mass amount of money and your brain sits there and says, I don't know how, all those ads that you pass by on YouTube, they say, oh, they're just trying to sell me something. Did you ever stop to think that going and doing signing up for one of their things might give you more information, whether you buy in or not, than you already had? You see, you can learn so much about how to make extra money, about what to do, about what you want to bring yourself in. As it's all of a sudden you start going, wait a second, I could do that. The word could is in the realizing that it's possible for you. The word should is like, yeah, well, you see. The word could is in the realization that it's possible for you. It's like all of a sudden you perceive that that thing is absolutely doable. Reason all of this is coming up today, I believe, has a lot to do with, a whole lot to do with the new changes that are coming and have been here in this world for a while. It is absolutely cultivating freedom, but at the same time, Zephyr, it cultivates a type of freedom that is also in service to you. And we may say we do it for others, but the reality is all of a sudden our life starts to grow and build. And it's also, we start to realize that doing it in service to others really is not at all self-sacrificing. Why? Because when we do it in service to others, it always comes back to us, always straight to us. So I tell people when I give, it's purely selfish, and they say, why? How would you say that? You're not benefiting yourself. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I am. Oh, hell yeah, I am. And they're like, oh, because it comes back tenfold? No, because I feel so damn good right in the moment doing so. I had to get really good with becoming a giver in life because I wanted to give so much and I wanted to love so much. I wanted to just give as much as I had, period. And so when you get good with becoming a giver and allowing yourself to have the freedom, there's that heart thing, allowing yourself to have the freedom to give, that's when you end up realizing it's like you remove yourself from the, or anyone else from the responsibility of your giving, and you do it just because you like to. Yeah, it's absolute ego boost. Ego boost. I'm feeding my ego right now. I feel awesome. Sorry, me giving to you today is not about you. Me giving today is not about you. Sorry. It's about me giving to me. Your healthy boundaries need to be, how do we say? Well, they're yours. That's just it. Your healthy boundaries might not be someone else's healthy boundaries. But when you're okay with giving to people, giving to another, and when you start to get in the energy of, okay, I don't know if I want to give anymore, that's when you should stop. Yeah. See, there's a whole lot of truths that are coming forward, emotional truths. We've understood them with our mind. We've understood them mentally and how we want to move forward, but there's a whole lot of truths coming in emotionally that stem from the, I want to say, mental logic that we've had so far. If you would like to move forward in a way that is allowing your soul to live free, allowing your soul to be as you want it to be, to grow, whether in finances, love, or otherwise, I do personal coaching and also business coaching, helping you get started on whatever it is you want to do. How many people of you will sit there with a friend? How many people of you will sit there with a friend or a group of friends for however many hours at night, maybe bitch about this or bitch about that, or talk about this and talk about that, but yet you won't come online and talk to the masses about it? You won't come online and state your opinion. You won't come online and do these sorts of things, or talk and share about what it is that you yourself have created, what it is that you yourself want to create moving forward. Why is that? It's a good question. Talk online about it, and you can make some money while doing so. What does that do? I have the Lovers, I have Justice, and I have the Star card. Here's that Two of Pentacles I talked about earlier today when I was in the mall. And the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, I need the money now. I don't need the money later. Halo. It's like, okay, well, if you need the money now, how about we start now? You can still do your job or whatever else and have the money later, plus then, plus, you see. But there's so many people that don't want to step out of their comfort zone. Oh, I see what it is. Oh, it's the being truly seen. If I put myself out there and I'm truly seen for my weaknesses, I'm truly seen for my strengths, I'm truly seen for who I am, not in the good, not in the bad, not in the ugly, maybe in the good, maybe in the bad, and maybe in the ugly. When you're seen that way, sometimes for a lot of people that can be way too much revealing. It's too revealing. They like to keep a part of all of that hidden or inside of themselves, which then leaves your heart energy, yet again, they're stuck where it is, you see, as opposed to moving forward and giving of your heart. And I understand the world we live in and the society we live in and all those sorts of things is meant to be a certain way or to do a certain thing, but when you step out of those confines of what you've known so far, the know-it-all, when you sit here on a channel or even in front of people and talk to them about the things that you just might be thinking, and risk them saying, well, no, I don't think it's that way, or risk them saying, oh, no, I don't think it's this way. To a lot of people, that's a risk. Having someone disagree with you is a risk, you know. And Zephyr, it's not even about your privacy. It's about understanding if there is a calling on your life when you are in private, is that calling on your life being had? What I'm asking is, we all need private time, I suppose, but living your life out loud, stepping past that fear into the front lines of your life, creates a trajectory of awesome sauce and hard sauce too, I'm not going to lie. A trajectory of these beautiful things that come to you just like this. And if you feel stuck and if you feel like this is all you're ever going to have and you feel like all of this sort of thing is all of this sort of thing and there's no way forward from it, then you have boxes around your heart. What's your heart calling you to do? Is there something you've wanted to do forever and you said that'll never happen for me? You see? So go make it happen. And those who are meant to be with you and in that circumstance and time will come along with you, or they will not. And you may go out and learn that maybe your heart's desire was actually right where you were all along, and you went looking outside of yourself for joy and for fulfillment. When in actuality, the person, place, or thing, or you yourself were sitting right in front of you the whole time. Hello, Claire. You're so very welcome. All right, I'm going to get started with the readings now. People have paid for readings. First one was Marie. Are you still in the room, Marie? Go ahead and say hello so I know you're hearing me. AC, that's an absolute yes already. Just saying. Is T. Marie still in the room? T. Marie, if you're here, say hello. I want to do your reading for you. Well, you know. What's this tell you? There's a reason. There's a reason you're feeling led, AC. Go with it. And the first card I had was trust your intuition. Look at this. King and Queen of Swords. All right. T. Marie. Let's go with T. Marie. Do you have a question, T. Marie? My hair is sticking up. It's driving me crazy. You know, when I'm on camera, I see all these extra little doodads. It drives me bonkers. Yes, I can. When I get there, Claire, I will do that. Do you have a question for me, T. Marie? Or do you want just a general reading? Okay. I just got told to pull you an oracle card. People say, who do you get told by? I don't know. It's a nudge. Don't judge me. Radical acceptance brings you your fortune. Well, there's that. Let's read that one. Thank you. T. Marie. Freya. And look at this is the card I named my cat after. Radical acceptance. Freya. Let's read that. And that's the one you get. 15? Yeah, 15. Which is a 6, which is about bringing balance to many areas of your life. When you see life as a battleground, you lose sight of a more easeful way to be in the world. Can you stand in the middle of the chaos and allow yourself to center in the quiet hum in the eye of the storm? Let the peace of Freya, the Norse goddess of war, enter your mind amid the flurry of battle. She came to collect the fallen and bring them to a place of rest and recuperation. Freya is here to remind you that the acceptance of defeat is not the end. She offers the gift of acceptance, the knowing that there is nothing to resist right now. See your world at face value and look into it with discernment. When you see with greater clarity, not taking this world so personally, you will not have to fight at all. If you take full stock of your conditions, surrendering to what is, you can move to higher ground, begin again, or wait until the drama dies down on its own. You are the strongest, most grounded, and most powerful when you remember this is the strategy the goddess Freya offers you in support. Look at that. I'm telling you, if that doesn't fix some or answer some of your questions, the next card we had out for you was Fortune. So there's something coming in, or maybe wrapping up a certain way that you've done things so far. What is this about? Oh, you've got something you need to create, T. Marie. You've got something you need to create. Start on gifts, talents, ability, becoming self-employed perhaps. 27. T. Marie. When the Hindu goddess Lakshmi comes to visit, she heralds a celebration of your purpose, wisdom, and compassionate prosperity. All your experience and all your skills are rich with meaning and purpose as a result. You can expect to see evidence of this wealth in the world around you. You have the ability right now to create great success in your life, and what you have to offer has exalted value. The goddess of luck and prosperity says it's time to share your good fortune with others, and she will show you how it multiplies when you apply gratitude, praise, and a commitment to serve. If it's material success you intend, you shall co-create it. If it's a rich relationship life, you will attract and develop it. You are a magnet for miracles. Nothing is out of reach when the goddess Lakshmi comes calling. Wow. Holy crapola, girl. Or guy. I don't know which you are, but anyway. So that's definitely your confirmation to get on creating. There could be an apology or a new start, an offer of a new support. Someone says something that makes you emotional. So if I said something just now and that made you emotional, well, I hope you get on it and heed those cards, because that's a big deal. Very nice. Two of Swords. We have trying to make a decision, but coming out of that. And as that you come out of that decision, you end up stepping into that emotional energy that helps you move forward. It's so profound. Why? Because it's followed by the Hierophant. The Hierophant is something about being a teacher or a leader or a guide. It's something that's absolutely for you to do here in this life. Absolutely. It's about standing firm on your principles and your foundation, but it's like, oh, I don't want to. Okay, here's something for somebody in the room too. It's not just for you, but people that say, well, if I do this, then I have to leave that. No. It's like you say, well, I switched from believing these things as I was raised, and I moved to believing these things as I've grown. I said, well, can you combine them all? Can you combine them all? Understand that everything you've been through up to this point is very valid and it has been a learning thing. It doesn't make you more valuable or not, but in leaving those things behind that you've learned, it's like you're starting off absolutely fresh. Well, how does that serve you to start off completely fresh and leave everything you've learned and been through in your life? I mean, sometimes you might want to, but the things you've been through in your life, if they've been for purpose, will absolutely you can use in the similar situation that you'll be moving into. You see, it's not about leaving everything else behind. It's about taking what's of value, and it's not about lessons. It's about taking what you've learned so far and what's of value to you and integrating them into the next and the next and the next. You see. That's for T. All right, who was next? We have AC. Well, this trip I answered yours already, but we'll still pull you more cards. All right. Oh, you're creeping, are you, Nitor? Do you and I need to have a little chit-chat again about the creeping behavior? Maybe you'll inspire me. Yes, T. Marie, foundation has purpose. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that. That's beautiful. Zephyr, I don't know exactly who you are, but your energy is to create something even more magnificent than you even have set your eyes upon. I'm getting this. It's like time is ticking, but it's offbeat. If you feel like you've missed something, something's hidden from you, can't quite put your finger on it, timing is everything. Yep. It's like you're sitting there tapping your fingers. Okay, I'm waiting. And there's a song. This is going to resonate for a lot of people in there too. When the stars line up and you catch a good break, some people think you're lucky, but you know it's fate. It can happen so fast or a little bit late, but timing's everything. Garrett Hedlund sang that song in Country Strong, I believe. But before that, it was Travis. I can't remember. Can't remember who sang it first, but. I just had a thought. With timelines collapsing, then why are you creeping, Nator? The reality is, you cannot get it wrong. You never get it done. Because even when you die and you move on, there's still more work to do. All right, we're on AC now, right? AC, yes. AC, I'm going to pull you more cards. You're still in the room, love. Oh, now you're just stroking my ego, Nitor. Now you're just stroking my ego. I see how this is. All righty. Trip for this relationship for AC. That's for you too, that song, AC. How's it go? When the stars line up and you catch a good break, some people think you're lucky, but you know it's grace. It can happen so fast or a little bit late. Timing's everything. I remember that day when our eyes first met. You ran into the building to get out of the rain 'cause you were soaking wet. And as I held the door, you wanted to know my name. Timing's everything. How does a chorus go? I don't remember. That's all I'm singing. So trust and use your intuition in the timing of everything that you are doing, AC. Really, trust and use your intuition in the timing of everything that you are doing. This card says it all for you. It says it all. I could have been a child that God took home. I could have been one more unfinished song. When it seems true love is hard to find, that's when love comes along just in time. That's how that goes. That's how the chorus goes. I think. Something like that. All right. AC, let's pull you some cards. As if all that's not enough, hey? Yep, lots of questions in your mind. Building financial stability, following your passions. What came first was the Five of Wands. You really need to balance your chakras. Your energy's a little off the charts in many different directions. I want to say you don't need to balance your chakras, actually. I want to say that I feel like your chakras are exactly where they're supposed to be for a perfect divine moment in time that's coming for you. Indecision about what to do. It's kind of like you feel like something's off. This is what's going on within you right now. You totally feel like something's off. It's like any decision that you make will manifest emotional fuckery. So I'm just not going to make any decision. Or maybe, okay, I'll make the decision, but I'm still up in the air about it. There's some sort of conflict that you have between earning the money that you need and moving forward to your passions. The thing is, like you're going to earn the money that you need when you move forward with your passions. You can't have one without the other. You have this, then you just have a very passionate person that's confused. You have this, then you have a person who's working in the 3D world that's building a lot of financial stability, perhaps, or working on that, but still confused about, well, wait, when do my passions come in to this situation? And people say, well, you can't have it all. Well, I'm telling you, you're absolutely meant to. Chakra is absolutely out of alignment. That creates the conflict within. But I think you're meant to have this conflict within when you realize that it's about encompassing it all. Dun, dun, dun. I'll do the Van White thing. Just saying, that's your reading. All right, who was next? We have next on the blockchain was Claire. Can you ask what's coming up next for me? Thank you. Now, Claire, let me know you're in the room. And I will do a little disclaimer here. You're welcome, AC. Little disclaimer here. A lot of times the readings that I do resonate upwards to a year. So we have, I read that as accept what you want as yours, know it's coming, and create the new. You've already received what you've asked for. It's already in your vortexual experience of creation. It's already there for you. So as you create the new and you move forward, it's going to bring something beautiful for you. Claire, you asked, let me go back to Claire. Can you ask something's coming next for me? Claire, have you had a tower moment as of late? Kind of like, it's not, okay, channeling now. Okay, I'm told yes. Have you lost someone that you love very much, that you were very connected to in the last 17 months? Something to do with a Scorpio or a Capricorn. New starts coming in, but there's the but. Yeah, but this. When was your mom's birthday, Claire? June, Gemini. Wow. Holy crap. We have Gemini and the Sun meeting up this month. Well, it's Gemini birthday season. Your mom is bringing you a gift. I just want to say it's going to shock you. Like you've not had enough tower moments already as it is. And I want to say that it all started with everything falling apart, or actually, shall I say, falling together for you. What you would call absolutely blown apart. Absolutely blown apart, but 1,000% together for you. There's been some toxic ties and things you've had to deal with, things that you felt tied to that you couldn't release yourself from, like it's not even a black energy. It's almost like you thought it was an emotional necessity. You thought it was an emotional necessity, but the reality is it wasn't. And even in learning that is an absolute shock to your soul. It's a shock to your experience. Now, you have so much up in your head, Gemini energy, up in your head about, it's like the mental processing. You go about your day fine, you do your thing, and then at night you sit there and it's the only time it's quiet and you don't have something you have to get up and actually go do. You do the mental processing. The beautiful thing about this, I'm telling you, is this card's next. Time of positive change. Massively positive change with the Wheel of Fortune coming after these cards. Beautiful. Let's pull some cards on what's next. And it wouldn't surprise me if another Tower moment comes in that you think is absolute bullshit, but it's absolutely within 1, 2, 3 days you're going to find out it was so beautiful. Anyone who's in the room and has not hit the like button, I'd love you to do so, please. Walking away from great sadness, taking the leap of faith towards financial stability, having the time where you're able to walk in, taking that leap of faith straight into a huge opportunity from the divine. And you want to sit there, it's almost like, and look at what you've created and where you've been to see if you need to build something else. But you've been waiting, this opportunity coming in here, I want to say you've had some time where you could have taken a leap of faith towards this opportunity. Before these 3 cards, after the Wheel of Fortune, walking away from great sadness and heartache, you see, leaving it behind, taking everything that you have within your heart and the love you still have and moving forward so that you're heading towards your happy. I want to say it's like you don't even see it. Because this here takes a lot of trying energy, trying to walk away from the hurt, you see. Trying to walk away from the hurt. Not having a choice but to walk away from it. The situations, the circumstances, the people, the places, the things. But in doing so, you walk straight into, who do you walk straight into? Your passions. You're walking straight into your passions. I feel like this time of mental torment in your life has been for a reason to a certain extent. It's like it's almost like you had to win a battle or lose a battle mentally in order to win a battle emotionally, so that you'll step into the things that you're passionate about. Because when you step into what you're passionate about, you feel your heart space at a much deeper level. Yeah, torment. It's like your brain torments you. I don't know if you have the finances to get a personal growth reading about how to take the steps to move away from that type of energy while in that pain, but I can help you do so. It's all down below. My readings are $50 per half an hour for a voice call. And if you want more, you purchase an extra half an hour time slot. All right, let's get another card, finishing up card. I was supposed to pull you one as well. Well, fine. Animal. I'm going to use the Oracle, the Spirit of the Animals for you. Claire. Be assertive. Wolf, look at this, the power, look at the energy that's around you, within you, that you can harness at any given time. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. It's about being assertive. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. And that's the Wolf, Pathfinder. If you've been in circumstance where people have not treated your heart the way you felt it needed to be treated, and your whole world has blown up at length because of it, you seriously need to count that as a gift. You really do. Pain and otherwise. I have sat there literally in tears, crying on my bed, in tears, saying, thank you for this pain. Thank you for this gift. I don't know how it's all falling together, but my soul will feel the way. My soul will feel the way. If you can't do that, sit there in your tears and imagine your higher self coming down to hold your inner little person that's in you and simply say, your higher self says you don't have to do anything. I've got you, I've got this moment, and I've got this situation. And as you sit there and your little girl, little boy feeling comfortable, feeling satiated, feeling safe, and that you know that your higher self is out there working magic for you, as does the divine and everybody else that's out there for your highest good. It allows you to sit there and feel safe in your energy and in your little moment self. Divine Virgo Empress, hello. All right. Zephyr is next. Zephyr, do you have a question? I don't seem to think you would need a question. Or did I do Zephyr already? I don't even know where I'm at in this whole shit show. Okay. I think we're... Okay, the next one is XO. Let's find out, XO. Well, thank you. A little extra something never hurt anybody's feelings, or it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Wow, look at this. I shuffled all my cards, and I got the only card that was up was the last one I pulled, which was the Temperance card for XO. XO, are you in the room? Let me know you're here and that you're hearing me, please. Okay, good. I feel like you should shoot your sword, or your arrow, and then allow the divine to take care of it. It's like, I desire love. So you're sitting in your head about what your heart wants. You desire love. You desire these things. How about we understand that our heart will know what to do in the next moment, not your head, but your heart will know what to do in the next moment when that next moment arrives. Sometimes people will say, well, that's going to keep you in a situation or circumstance far too long. However, when your heart knows the truth about when it's time to move forward, then you don't have the mental fuckery for 8 months afterwards, you see. Oh, I should have this, or oh, I should have this, or all that sort of stuff. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. And if you're being confused and you take your mind out of the question, what does your heart tell you? Yes, Sully, they are $10 minimum donation. Well, I want to say, XO, there's good news coming your way. I think there's going to be some communication come in from this person that is going to help you feel which way you should go. And I understand that the information so far is confusing. Ah, I get it. Oh no, Halo, I see them. They're giving me messages, but I know they're capable of this. But this is what they're giving me. So now I'm confused. Do they want this or are they giving me this? Wait a second. Are they giving me this or is this who they are? Huh. Wait one jiffy pop second now. No, I'm just saying I see immaturity here. I see immaturity here, Halo, so I don't know which way to go. I want someone who's mature. I want someone who's this. I want someone who's that. And bam, the divine says, as soon as you step into your confidence and not worry about someone else's maturity or immaturity, that's when what you want comes to you. If you know that this person is immature based on where you're at, if you know this person's immature based on where you're at, they're not headed in the same direction, they're not headed in the same anything, you feel like you've got to stop your world in order to fit into their world, or you feel like you're trying to escape yourself and the things you need to do in order to step into their world, I'm just saying. You're worried about their immaturity level and whether you're... And if you're already worried about their immaturity level, their growth is not your business. That's the divine's work. Step back on the love scale and ask the divine if you're in this person's life to help them grow or to grow together. Are you here to be the teacher or are you here to be the student? Are you here to be in perfect coordination with this person? Either way, divinely led, you're in perfect coordination. Perfect. The question is, are you here to be a couple or are you here to help each other grow? And when you understand why you're in this situation with this person, then you'll be able to make your decision. And you'll be able to be in that situation with that person with honor and knowing what your place is. Have you ever thought to sit there and ask them, hey, you know what? Here's some information for you. I'm a little totally confused by your fuckery right now. Why don't you tell me the truth of what your heart has intended for this person? Tell me the truth. It might come out immature, but I guarantee you it will be their truth. And if it's worth it, it'll feed your truth. So afraid of losing what already isn't yours. If it's in this energy, it's already not yours, but yet so afraid of making a wrong misstep. What is yours, you cannot lose. You cannot lose what is for you. You cannot. You might choose to walk away from it. You might choose this, choose that. I promise you, if you have not done the whatever's supposed to be done, if it is meant for you, it will come back. It will. It will come back. Unfortunately, at times we can make whatever we want to do, make the decisions we want to do. But at the same time, you know, the divine has a lot of power in that. At certain points on our map, yes, I just heard it. I can't find the card. Maybe I'm not supposed to actually read it to you. At certain points on your life's map, there are fated experiences for you to experience, okay? When you get to those maps, it's like the moment in time it's fated, but you have free will at certain points on your map. And you are allowed to choose whether this is just going to be a fated thing, or are you going to take that fated moment and turn it into something that at the end of this life looks like your destiny, that it was destined to happen for you. So ask yourself, ask your soul, is this a fated experience? Did it all come together synchronistically? Was it as if by magic? Is there more going on here? Then as you do that, and you will have the answers. But I can promise you already, you very well may not like the answer. And why am I telling you this? Because there's a card in this deck. Can't remember which one it is, but pray and ask or something like that. If this circumstance or thing takes you closer to your divine purpose or leads you away from it. In already asking that question, you have your answer, because your soul knows already. Your soul knows. And that's why I don't like that card, because I don't want to sit there and listen to the crap. I don't want to have to face my own truth. I don't want to have to face my soul when my brain can go ahead and run my life into rickshaw and hell. Okay, so there's something about forgiving something here. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. There's something about seeing another person's point of view with compassion. I think you're the type of person that wants commitment, wants marriage, wants all of the everything that is possible to have in this 3D experience. Because I am the angel of marriage, and I'm assisting you right now. I'm the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. I want to tell you right now, Aquarians are having a very hard time with what they should do, where they should go. Many are. Wherever you have Aquarius in your charts, where you feel that. And accepting the choices that your soul makes a lot of times can be incredibly painful. But the problem sometimes with Aquarians is they see a lot of times the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. This is why I'm saying earlier in the chat, when they come into this whole thing of well, I go outside of myself looking for love, or looking for that perfect thing, or that love that was already there. A lot of times the love that they've been searching for has been there all along. It was there all along. It's not the person that was there. Perhaps it's the soul love, or the heart love, or having the confidence in yourself type love that's been there all along. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and don't compromise. Take some time out from the situation and ask the angels to help comfort and guide you to whatever is your next step. And that very well may be this person. Or you could look at it that, we all have expectation. That's the thing. We all have expectation, whether of another or of ourself. But when you ride on the wings of what your own self-expectation is from you and how you show up in this life, about your honesty, if you're in this mental fuckery and you're not standing true to the fact that you're in this mental shit show right now, and that you feel that this person brings that out in you, I would highly suggest that you already know the answer as to what to do. Oops. And it's all half-assed backwards. It's like it's all half-assed backwards and 10 times past the whole everything that was the everything. All you want is you're happy, and you're ending up in this mental fuckery over what it is that you wanted that was happy. I want to ask you, when was the first time that you got a answer to the, wait, should I stay in this? Don't you think that when you're asking yourself, wait, should I stay in this? That should be your little bit of a nudge that, like, I have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knave of Wands. You need to communicate. There's good news coming in, and the Wheel of Fortune spinning for you. I think you simply need to ask that person what the actual fuck is going on. Because whatever's going on in this energy right now, I'm having a lot of mental fuckery, and I need it to end. Otherwise, it can't continue. You have to go after your own mental and spiritual well-being here. So, immaturity, this is what I want, and this is me. Let's see. All right. That was for XO. Yes, it was. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Sully donated by PayPal. Alrighty. Sully, I haven't seen you in a long, long damn time. I know I've seen you before. Not seen you in a long while, though. What's your question, Sully? You have harmony in reverse. That's how they're feeling. Harmony in reverse. They are unable to feel a loving, balanced connection in any area of their life. Harmony in reverse. Respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. That's what they need to learn. You're welcome. It seems to me we've had a head-butting situation for you, Sully, between someone's opinions and the best way to go about things. And I want to say that's probably been over your the whole situation. The whole situation, I want to say that you guys could agree emotionally, but when it came to the mental capacity to agree, it was a shit show. It's like no one valued anyone's, you may feel like no one valued your opinion. They may feel like you didn't value their opinion because it's like you two were cut of different cloth. Both showing the where you lacked balance within each other. I think you guys were similar. Someone was very spontaneous and wanted to do things on a whim, and the other person was very much in the energy of things need to be planned out. There are steps and processes to these things. You can't just go do X, Y, Z and whatever else. But the divine wants you to move into a place of spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. I'm telling you, this is exactly what that's about. I can't believe I was saying that and then this card pops out like that. I always say I can't believe it. I mean, I should be able to believe it, right? But I still am blown away by how I talk about something and the right card comes out to explain it. See, there's zero harmony. Need to have respect for each other and the boundaries and spontaneity to have fun and move forward. That's how they're feeling. Crappy. 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 The problem with that is a lot of people feel that unless your perspective matches mine, we're not a good match. Perhaps someone's perspective is brought in. Here we go with this. I can't even believe this. Perhaps someone's perspective is brought in order to challenge you to find, what's this? Sacred reverence in the fact that you don't agree. Sacred reverence for the time together, the time apart brings about new beginnings. Will you hear from him again? Maybe in the future, but it seems someone's turning their back on the situation and looking for their ships coming in elsewhere. Brand new beginnings, looking towards brand new beginnings and trying to create them. I think if you hearing from him, you'd feel like your ships have come in. I got the King of Pentacles working on finances, trying to build a solid foundation. Do you feel like they're all about money and not enough about love? Or is that vice versa? It's almost like someone's looking for someone to help take care of them financially. Would absolutely be a celebration. And as that person's taking care of things financially, then they can go ahead and start the things they want to start. Someone here feels used. I think you were concerned about third-party interference. Could have been from someone who's very financially stable, giving their little 2 bits of information. This could also be something about someone's work. It's about someone's work. It's like, this is my feeling left out. Then communication around the water cooler about what to do about that feeling left out in the cold, you see. And then there's the King of Wands. It's like, I used to call it riding on coattails, but it's like catching the wind of if you're a surfboarder, or not surfboarder, a longboarder, you have a truck and they grab onto the truck and ride the tail of the truck to get where they wanted to get. The problem is when that's people, they quickly catch on because their energy and their soul goes way out past this body that we have. You know, your feelers go way out past this body that we have, and you can peg it. Problem is it leads to a lot of pain, and I would like to suggest that you are going to be weary. There could be Aries, Leo, Sag coming in. I hate using signs really unless it's major arcana, so I would say Scorpio, Virgo coming into your power, but there's something about creating the new and a new way to move forward. It's using your creative gifts, feeling really, anyone else that comes in, it's like you feel really defensive, but this king is actually holding the other wand. I'm getting that you need somebody who will help you bring in something that is enough for you to create a true trajectory forward in order for you both to be able to put the burdens down. It's like someone else has the wand that you need in order to put the burdens down, and the divine doesn't want you to give up here. And you're not going to see it coming. Why? Because you're facing this way in defense mode, and this person's looking towards you, you see. Sacred reverence for all things. And we have the 11 card here. Let's read that one. It's about, I don't have to read it. It's about things happening in time and understanding that there's sacred reverence for every moment in time, and every situation you've been through and everything that you're going through is absolutely sacred. And as you face each time or each circumstance or situation with this idealistic way of maneuvering emotionally, you end up creating that infinite flow of acceptance, of allowing. So we go from accepting what's happening to being open to allowing what comes next. And then when we get our feet underneath of us, or our 4 pillars together, we end up moving forward. Yes, no response is a response. Fully and absolutely have I learned that. So be careful what you don't respond to. Guys, gals? Hey, Sarah. Welcome. Long time no see. I know I was supposed to talk to you about health and stuff. Well, you did lose an opportunity, but it looks like they're going to come back around. What did you lose an opportunity in? Do you know why you feel like you lost an opportunity? Not for happiness per se, but something your soul needed to learn. That person may not come back around, but the next person that comes in, you will have that opportunity again coming back around from the divine. You always have that opportunity to come back around. The divine calling you home, something welling up within you saying that you feel as though you've not learned that thing you were supposed to learn, or I missed an opportunity for absolute happiness. It doesn't matter if you missed it with that person, because you never get it wrong. You can never get it done. Just as much as you miss an opportunity, more opportunities will come in. The divine does not say, oh, you missed that opportunity. Well, damn, you don't get to grow now. No, they don't do that. They bring around the other opportunities that will help you grow until, you get to a place where you understand the lesson before you move in. Before you move into the relationship, you understand what you may be here to learn through this person. What this person may be able to be here to learn through you. Judgment. Alrighty, my loves. There's that. I'm going to pull a postcard from Spirit to go ahead and give to all y'all. I so did move my office around. I did indeed, I did. Needed some new energy in the place. In fact, I was thinking about moving it back. Oh, yes, always. All right. This literally flew off the hop. So let's read it. This is about believing before the seeing happens. Yes, I am a Virgo. Dearest you, we have something exciting to share with you. You are a manifesting master and you don't even know it. There will always be enough. Oh, here's what I was just saying. There will always be enough of everything that you need in your life. Money, opportunities, love, kindness. So whatever you're asking guidance about, have faith and be open to the many ways in which you will experience prosperity. Spirit is the source of your supply. The universe is always reflecting back to you what you believe. So, whenever you fall into insecurity, you will be shown an illusion as if your fear were real. But the truth is that the universe is abundant. You are and always have been enough. And abundance is in your natural state, If you can imagine something consistently as truth, you can and will create it. You are so on the right path. Keep believing. Then the seeing happens. Loving you more and more every day. I think my Mercury is in, heck, I don't even remember when my Mercury, where it is in. Libra, maybe. I don't know. Can't remember. Dearest you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, multidimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth, where we all agreed to play. Today, trust your spidey senses, read between the lines, tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible. Trust the invisible. Beautiful. One more. Dearest you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results, let go of your fears, and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it, and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You will be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results? Miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's beautiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Loving you always. And all y'all might have lost something or misplaced something a few days ago that you're going to find very shortly. And as you feel it was misplaced or lost, you're going to find that anything in your life that you feel is misplaced or lost has just been on a journey without your presence. Yeah. Does anyone else have a donation to ask a question or anything? Oh, I got the star card in reverse. Oh my goodness. All y'all. So this is about healing, wishing upon a star. Someone is feeling like their wishes aren't heard or not even meant to be. And I want to say it's because you feel that what you put time and effort into emotionally just seems to be swallowed up by emotion. You feel that anything that you put time and effort into to grow, to plant into the earth, or to plant into your soul's Akashic records to take forward with you, you feel like it just goes on there, it goes on the ground, but then runs off and runs back into the water or runs elsewhere. It's like, I'm trying to grow things, I'm trying to have fertility, I'm trying to build all of these things in a definitive time, a definitive measure, and see their fruition come about here in front of me. But the problem with the scenario is I've lost hope, Halo. I've absolutely lost hope. This is divine coming to help you, divine coming to bring beauty your way. It's like divine help showing up right fast, and you don't even see that divine help's shown up. You don't even see that the divine is here. If you've given up on being able to wish and have your dreams come true and your wishes granted simply by asking the divine to do so, that makes sense why you'd think that you've been left alone, hence the Five of Pentacles coming out a lot. Fine, if I'm going to be left alone, I won't even go in the church. I won't even go into church and get comfort. If I'm going to be alone, I may as well damn well be alone. Let's do that. Yep, I don't need nobody. Nobody needs me. And the divine comes along going on, hey, you. Hey, you, wake up. And as you go out to do whatever it is you're going out to do during the day, all of a sudden that passion comes, that spark comes, the infinite awakening comes again and says, oh, no, I'm here for you. You just walked into the coffee shop and saw the numbers 1111. Don't forget, I'm here. I'm still here. You just walked into pulled up at the gas station and went to lift the thing and it wouldn't come off. And as it wouldn't come off, you got frustrated and you looked up and said, oh, and you saw the numbers 2222. And as soon as you saw those numbers, you released and relaxed and you pulled the gas pump out, put it in your car and went, the divine bringing little gifts, little moments in time toward you to say, hey, you're not forgotten. You can never be forgotten. We're here to help love, support, and to guide you to what is rightfully yours. You can never be forgotten. You are so loved. Even if you lay in bed all day, guess what? You're still loved. Guess what? You're still loved. It doesn't matter. You can never get it wrong, and you can never get it done. Remember that. You're not running out of time. You're not running out of time. You can never get it done. You can never get it wrong. Lose resistance to where you're headed, and it will all come in. How do you lose resistance? You go and purchase personal growth sessions with Halo down there in the box down there, and I'll help you. You very well may donate again anytime you like, but I may be forced to pull you another card because I like to. Look at that. See what I just say? You never get it done. You're always going to be carrying stuff. You never get it wrong. You might be carrying this, but what comes in the divine to hand you a cup saying, we love you. We see you. We see what you're doing. We see what you're going through. We totally and utterly see you. The problem is you are not seeing you the way the divine sees you. A lot of times that is the break in understanding between point A and point B, is that we don't see ourselves as the divine sees us. Chances are we won't see ourselves as the divine sees us until we start the path, start the doing. But you got to believe it first, and then the seeing happens. Oh, you can be you anytime you want to come here and be you. I have no problems with that at all. In fact, I love it. I love it when people can go ahead and join energies and sit together and be together and love together and be thankful that people are in the process to do just that. I don't know, Sully. Even if you were to kick off right now, there's still the hereafter where you will be doing work, I promise you. So just relax and ease yourself and trust that what's meant for you will be in front of you at the perfect time. Bye-bye, MK. Or hello, MK, whichever you're saying. Yeah, I just absolutely spoke the truth to so many in this room. A challenging beginning, but you got this. Thank you, Sully. I appreciate that immensely. Hello. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you too. That's so sweet. Thank you. Yep. So, I like to be a little more transparent with all my pinks these days. And so I'm going to do that. And I feel I'm pretty much transparent for the most part already, but in my own personal life and what comes down to what I'm going through and stuff, I'm not so incredibly transparent. Sarah knows a lot about my existence because she was my student and therefore became my friend, and therefore the student taught the friend and the friend taught the student and the teacher taught the student and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so I've been dealing with a lot of hurt in my world, and something I've dealt with for quite some time, but waited on my mind not to pull the ripcord and allowed my heart to speak the volumes. And as my heart sat there, listening to what was going on in my world in relationship to another person, the mental trajectory that I was on, I started to realize was not good for my soul and for my heart. It actually absolutely left me without balance. So, and in that leaving me without balance and couldn't find the balance anymore, and then letting that circumstance go, I actually found some more balance. It's almost like I talk in many of my videos about putting the mind and giving the mind your walking papers so that you can listen to what your heart tells you and what your heart says. As I was in that circumstance and walked out of it, much even to the fact that I didn't necessarily want to, but walked out of it for my own mental health, I ended up actually having like that card that says magic seed pods. Imagine everything in your life like a magic seed pod, and it's about to blossom and grow. And sometimes, have you ever like put yourself in the pressure cooker, the divine energetic pressure cooker, on purpose? Have you ever done that? So if you put yourself in that energetic pressure cooker on purpose in order to get your answer for your soul, that's when you end up not repeating the cycle. I found out that, like for me anyways, I found out that in the wanting to go back, the wanting to repeat, the wanting to heal, the wanting to say, oh, there's hope here and I walked away too soon. Oh, there's this here and I walked away too soon. It's a matter of not waiting in it too long, but waiting in it so that you actually get to the place where your mind and your soul, your heart agree. You see, when your mind and your heart and your soul agree, when you can actually agree with all of your chakras in your being, you start to realize that in actuality, staying in that circumstance actually healed the larger part of you, a larger part of the person who would have sit there asking questions for 6 months or longer even. So in this energy of coming into agreement, and this is why I feel people should actually, not necessarily pull the plug on a relationship so quickly. Wait until your soul, your heart, your mind, your body, you all agree, your spirit, you all agree with the fact that nothing's happening here. As you do, it's not a ripcord effect. It's a surrender effect. And then you're able to surrender moving forward, and you don't spend, like I said, the next however many, could be years, asking questions about where you've been and about whether you should have done this or should have done that. It's actually all comes to you as physical, tangible proof here in the 3D that you've done what's correct. As you pull yourself out of those situations and your mind ends up feeling the ease and the relax and the energetic flow of ease, the less resistance, your heart can sit there and say, okay, now from a higher perspective, it's not about what you believe, but it's about how you perceive. So how was my brain perceiving this, my mind perceiving this in a way that my heart was telling me all along should have happened or should happen? Is there more to be dealt with in the circumstance? Possibly. But the reality is I cannot continue the work and do the work as I'm supposed to do while trying to process everything else. It leaves you in what I call the mental fuckery, emotional fuckery, all types of fuckery. It fucks with your root chakra, it fucks with your mind, it fucks with your throat chakra, fucks with the way you see everything. I'm saying the F word a lot of times because, man, was I fucked over, I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is it's not the other person draining our energy. That's just it. We will sit there and say, oh, they're energy vampires. No, actually, what it is that your mind and your soul are fighting against each other. You know, so the energy drain is within you because of that fight. It was very imperative for me to realize that it had nothing to do with that other person or the situation. It had all to do with what was in me and how it was I wanted to perceive myself and how it was I wanted to move forward, you see. So, perceiving ourselves, we perceive ourselves in situations. Do you feel that in circumstance you could come back into meeting with that person and actually seeing yourself at a higher energetic understanding, perceiving yourself as in a different way, come back and talk to this person and actually have absolutely no anger, no upset, no fear, no remorse, because there's none of those things to be felt, and just absolute pure love for self? That was what was being mirrored to you or supposed to be mirrored to you from that other person. But in order for you to come to understanding that, you actually had to have that pressure cooker energy between your mind, your heart, your root, all of you, in order to understand where you're at and what you're bringing to the table. Chances are, if you'd sit there and ask yourself, would this carry through for the long term? Would this carry through for the long term? And still doing my sole purpose? Maybe somebody sat there like I may have sat there and said, oh, I'm tired. I just want a break. Instead of just taking that break, perhaps I was looking outside of myself for the stability for that break or the reasons for that break to happen. You see, that's a lot of responsibility to put on a person when you're dealing with a light working job that affects the masses. Hey, it's a lot of heavy energy for that person to carry for you. The responsibility of you not following or doing your sole purpose like you're supposed to do it. If you ever get into relationship with somebody, business or otherwise. Okay, I'll get there in a sec. Business or otherwise. When you've never, I forgot what I was going to say now. That's okay. Must not have been meant to be. I don't have your question on there because if you put it through PayPal, I'm not attached to PayPal. So the answer to your question, though, is a temporary pause in action. Seeds well planted, unnecessary worry. It's like it's analysis paralysis. Wanting to analyze the situation. Movement forward, wanting to move forward, not happening fast enough for you. So something got plugged, the plug got pulled. Someone pulled the plug. There's going to be movement forward, but it's in ending the cycle. Doesn't mean ending the cycle with the person forever. It very well may be ending the cycle about you viewing how things need to move forward in fast progression. You see. Then I have the Seven of Wands. While he's blocking it, it seems to focus on finances and money. There's some sort of competitive edge here. See how one of you is here talking to others, and one of you is here fighting off the others. So one of you wants to grow by being a teacher, and one of you wants to, it's like a competitive thing going on between the two of you. How many times did you sit there and say, oh, I should do this? And they're like, oh, I could do that too. Oh, I'd be good at that too. Oh, hey, we should do this together. It's almost like the two of you need to go be by yourselves in order to find your balance, as this totally equals a 10. But you see how somebody is about doing something for the value of building a business and financially, and another person standing there saying, don't make me. Don't make me do this thing. Maybe this is commitment that someone's saying, don't make me do. Don't make me work harder. Don't make me fight for my passions and what I believe in. I'll do it when I'm ready to. I'll do it when I'm ready to. Thank you very much. The divine says, oh, no, 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 you won't. You'll do it when we're ready to. Thank you very much. You see. King of Cups. What do we know about this person? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Someone that wants to move forward. It's got balance in their emotions, coming up right, but there's an end of a cycle to how fast they can go. Oh, no, we're going to move on forward ahead. The divine says, whoop, just tie that shit up right now. Get grounded in your emotions. Time to have sacred reverence for every moment that you inhabit. Even the in-betweens of, oh, I kind of like this person, or, oh man, let's get married. See? Sacred reverence for the in-betweens. Do you let someone go because they need to grow? Or do you let someone go because you need to grow? Yeah, just saying. Not funny? I call it synchronistic. I call it the divine giving you a very specific message. You cannot move forward unless this person decides to go through. Okay? And I have 2 of those 7s out here. But here is a 7 card as well. So someone wants fast forward movement through a spiritual journey that the divine says, no, you've got to do the work. And I got 24 plus a 1, which equals 7. So I guess I have all 4 7s out here now. What do I know? I just visit here. I hope that helps, Sully. Right? Does he miss you? Let's just ask one card for does he miss you? I have a feeling the divine's going to say doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Focus on yourself. This is self-confidence, growth. Does he miss you? I think he might, but he misses what his version of love was, not what your version of love was. You see? I think he sees a beauty in you. This is for all people in the room. If you're wondering about a past person or about the divine and you and your relationship in any way, shape, or form, they see a beauty in you that you do not recognize. That's exactly the truth with those 2 cards. Where'd they go? Now I lost them. Well, they see a beauty in you that you do not recognize. Absolutely. You're going to come out of that, though. You will recognize it. You'll come out of that energy. Oh, wow. Just out of a new deck. Look at this. Again, a small deck, Ace of Cups. I can't even. This has been happening to me even when I pull readings for myself. It's continually the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the brand new, the brand new, the brand new. Any deck I pull, and this is usually the first card that comes out. I have tarot decks all over my house, so I don't have to traipse back from one place to another. And I trust that if any card is missing out of a tarot deck, it's not supposed to be there. But the Ace of Cups, yeah. With the Ace of Cups, it's about getting new confidence and an overwhelming joy in the new confidence that you have. Is it about new opportunities? Oh, yeah. Big, huge, massive ones? Oh, yeah. But it's because you've been through the Page of Cups to the 10 of Cups first. I believe the Ace of Cups comes after that 10 journey. It's the cup that the what do you call it? The cup that the knight holds, the queen holds, and the king holds. It's my feelings. People will say the ace comes after the kings and starts the new. I'd say, meh, depends. It's all perception, right? I just split the deck and look what pops out, the Ace of Wands. Again, Ace of Wands, all aces have been showing up, so we're all coming into a whole lot of ace energy, brand new beginnings. It doesn't surprise me because we're heading into eclipse season. The divine is going to eclipse things in and eclipse things out. All during what seems to be Mercury retrograde. That sounds fun. So be prepared to revisit your thoughts and your ideas. Anything I'm saying now, I refuse. Anything I'm saying now, I will hold off judgment until a month and a half from now, and I may have a completely different story. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Moon. Four of Pentacles. Someone's been holding back from their stardom quality, their what makes them shine. There's going to be an event that's going to need immediate attention. Don't rush too quickly in making your decision, because you may regret it. I wouldn't even say regret it. You're going to have to revise. That's Mercury retrograde for you all the way. It's almost like you hold this part of you so sheltered and so covered. It's like people wouldn't even expect or suspect that you are this person doing this thing or having these gifts or these abilities or having this idea, having this. There's something about you that you know, that spirit knows, that others do not. And there's something about this full moon time and this full moon eclipse coming up on the 26th that's going to create an event where people start to see you, the truth of you, or who you are, that powerful you from within that you've been sitting on. I don't know if you're going to know how to handle that. Why do I say that? Because we have the sudden event energy, and as the sudden event happens, and it's like things are revealed, even about the most inner depths of you, it's like you're going to want to downplay it. It's everybody in the room. What I'm reading right now is everybody in the room. It's collective energy, so yes. Hiding your light under a bushel, are you? But Halo, I tried to shine my light bright. I tried. While I still sat in a cloak of fear, scarcity, all these things. You're the chicken with your cards, are you? I just thought of barbecued chicken. So there's a path you need to take, and if you don't, the divine's going to barbecue your butt. Because they're going to put you out there. They're going to put you out there, whether you like it or not. And then, damn, all bets are off. And the thing is, it's going to be more beautiful than you could have ever imagined. And you're going to sit there looking back in hindsight how you absolutely played yourself. You played yourself all this time. You could have been doing this, and this. And you played yourself into being small. You played yourself into being small. But there's massive growth coming. There's massive growth coming, and wow, the creative energy is going to be out the wazoo. And that's beautiful. All brought in by La Luna. La Luna. How do you choose love when you're afraid to love too? Yep, that's a rabbit. And it's going to happen quickly. That's why I'm telling you. People realizing the error of their ways, whether they should have went for it or not, whichever. Hi, Patty. Thank you, MK. What's your question, MK darling? What's your question? But if you're pushing fear out of your way, you're still focused on fear. How about we tell ourselves there's no such thing as fear? That's a condition our mind has put on our soul to put us in the energy of I should as opposed to I could. What you focus on grows. Divine wants you to be you, to do you, and to step into your power. And do it damn fast. MK, I got the Chariot. Look at this. Step into your power. You're an enlightened one and you know it, but you're holding back. This is an enlightened one. The unicorn's an enlightened one. 5 of Cups. I'm not seeing the positive and stepping out there into my power. I'm not seeing the positive in that, Halo. Nuh-uh. Chariot is the moon. Cancer, ruled by the moon. But the thing is, this is divine ordinance. There's a divine ordinance on your life. Divine ordinance. What is an ordinance? From higher realm saying, I ordain. You have been ordained to do something in your life that you absolutely look at and say, fuck that crap. Really? Seven of Pentacles. Temporary pause in action. Seeds well planted. Unnecessary worry. So what's with the worry? Is it because you're looking back on the past and say, well, nothing's turned out for me well yet? Which is absolute lie because, I mean, come on now. Well, I know how to fix that, MK. I know how to fix that real fast. Don't we, Sarah? Sarah and me know how to fix that waiting really, really, really fast. Really fast. How? by becoming a student and getting things going on. Yeah, absolutely. Resistance all the way. Absolutely. I'm not making this decision. Judgment upside down. I'm not making, you should decide, and I got judgment upside down. I refuse. No. Nope. Nope. Divine might be calling me home, but nope. 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 Hell no. Can't pay me enough money to do that shit. Nope. Nope. No. Then we have the Emperor. Take control. Get on it. You know you've got what it takes. I wonder if there's something with the Father energy here of about not believing in yourself, feeling like things are taken from you, or you have to do things a certain way because it's the way it's been done. How do you take inspired action when in the energy of grieving who you are? Oh my God, MK, you're grieving who you are. You feel like you're not good enough, and that's causing you a grief. It's causing you grieving. Your father used to tell you something that was of importance, and you've not made a decision about anything based on what you have been told. How do you fix that? You get started. It's that simple. You get started, and if you need someone to help push you to get started, I'm more than happy to. More than happy to help you get started. Push you to get started. Yep. Go ahead and hit me up an email. Make sure you tell me that your name is MK. Ah, that's you, is it now? Okay, MK. I'm going to think of a situation. I want you to pick up one deck. I want you to shuffle that card. Deck, I want you to pull a card for me. And then tell me what you think. And I'm going to think of this situation. I want you to shuffle and pull a card, and I'm thinking of the situation, and you're going to read just by one card what's going on with me. And trust me, I'll tell you the truth or not. You have absolute supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. You've got to trust. Oh my God. That's because you know me so well. But there's been lots of shifts, Sarah, so you might need them. Never can tell. What I get for her? New beginnings for you, and you want new beginnings. Amen to that. Amen to that. I don't care how they come. I don't know if they look like the old ones. I don't care. I just want the new. What is new? A new cycle. Okay? It's not about erasing people, person, places, things. It's about having new cycles of growth and understanding. And what card I pulled for you in return, MK, are you even going to believe this? Are you listening? Because here we go. For MK, I got Mary Magdalene, the teacher awakens. You see the calling on your life. It's been ordained. It's been ordained. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. And I'm going to tell you how many cards are in this deck. How many? Tons, lots, many, 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 many cards. And just as I say, you have a calling on your life. As you sit there with all those, the card comes out that says the teacher awakens. This is incredibly powerful, supreme energy. Oh, she doesn't even got this. Divine's got this. Damn. It's like a whatever. This is not just about you're protected. This is just not about that. You are supremely protected. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Right? Right? Well, your Dharma is unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. I think she's listening. I think the biggest thing for you, MK, is wondering where inspired action or inspired ideas flow through inspired action. I don't even think it's fear of what people will think of you. I feel like it's you are hell bent. Oh my gosh, I just got told what your father taught you. Don't speak something unless it's the truth. Now your question is, MK, what do I know is truth? Whose truth is it? And you see how that simple thing can hold you back? What if I'm talking and I'm not resonating? It's not someone else's truth. What if it's my own truth? What if my truth is wrong? What is truth? I don't know what truth is. Divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Yeah, that too. I feel like you have I want to say 7 things that you are in having struggle with spiritually right now. How many chakras do we have within the body? There's 7, right? 7 things. I don't know if I can speak what my crown chakra is letting in. I don't know if I can perceive from my third eye chakra and have it come out of my mouth properly. I don't know if what's in my heart is going to come out of my mouth as validation for myself or others, and I'm trying to control all of the chakras within my body. There's a this is like the last thing for you to get. The last thing for you to get. I'm just saying, it's the last thing for you to get. Actually, we have 7 chakras that we all talk about in our body, but we also have 2 in our hands, energetic portal gateways. That's a large part in the Christian faith why Jesus was crucified in the palms. So I'm going to pull an MK card. Yeah, and the feet. So you see where you go and where you stand, and what you touch means everything. Dearest you, MK. Dearest MK, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. MK, right now, generosity is being asked of you. See, the divine wants you to give of yourself to the masses. Just saying. Let go of debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness for somebody for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You see, all of these 7 chakras within you that you're trying to find this balance in before you move forward, it's like there's one truth in each chakra lacking. In order to find balance in those things, it's not about anything other than the heart. You have a heart to give. I know you're a giver, MK, but you're blocking yourself from giving because you fear that what you give will be rejected. Just like as a child, when you spoke the truth, it was rejected. Chances are you were punished for things. Chances are you were punished for things that other people did, thinking that it was on your shoulders. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows, and the more you love and I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to read that again. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows, and the more love and abundance you will experience. You also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. So in order to have a beautiful exchange, you need to give, but also expect the receiving, have the receiving. As you give, therefore, beauty does come to you as well. I would like to pair up Sarah 7 and MK to get together, and Sarah 7 to go ahead and help MK get on her journey. I think the 2 of you together could help both of you. Aren't I just clever like that? Yeah, I know. What do you think, Sarah 7? Should MK message you and the 2 of you get together and do some work and help inspire each other? I think so too, right? Halo can only do so much that Halo can do. And I'm telling you right now, MK, Sarah 7 has got her shit together. I think you both could use each other's encouragement. Zephyr, I would like for you to email me. I would like to talk to you about some things. Oh, Marcy, come on now. I don't know if Sarah's still in the room. She is. Probably not listening. Well, Zephyr, in order to do that, you need to have your own channel, darling. Awesome. So, Zephyr, I would like you to email me, and you and I are going to have a conversation. Shall we? Definitely. Awesome. And make sure when you email me, you tell me that you're Zephyr in the room, because I don't know who you are otherwise. I talk to many people, so there's one me and there's thousands all y'all. So yeah. Walking away from emotional confusion. We need to pair up as teams together. We need to help each other grow. We really need to do that. MK, I'm sure if you put your email in there, Sarah would be more than happy to email you, or vice versa. Oh, someone's cooking something yummy. I think I'm hungry. MK, could you put that? Oh, no, it's there. Okay, never mind. Yes, tapeworm. There's a lot of people that are being, okay, when you get dreams about tapeworms and all of that sort of thing, it's like you're being tied and bound up, and it's a poisonous idea. It's a poisonous energy. It's a poisonous many things. Tape, as in what we call, it's about sticking together. So tapeworms, they feed off of sugars and all these sorts of things in your body. And I myself have had a tapeworm, and it took me forever to get rid of that thing. It didn't look like a real tapeworm. I'm telling you right now, there's things that's what I'm going to say, people are taped to, that are like causing a ripple effect of mass proportions right now. That's why with eclipse season coming and everything being eclipsed out of the energetic craw, we're going to call it stuck in our energetic craw, it's really going to help those who tapeworms do have two heads, especially ones that you get from eating Chinese food or shrimp or that sort of thing. So, and it comes actually, it's zoned out of something to do with Chinese. So you can, guys, I want you, everyone who's in the room right now, this is very important to listen to. Everything that I say, if you go ahead and listen back to this whole thing and apply to the world outside and what's going on with government and civilization and everything else, you will find so much more information comes to you. Okay, so do that. Now what I'm going to say is these type of tapeworms with two heads actually stem from Chinese food. If you eat Chinese and all that sort of stuff. I'm not sure, Sarah. We'll have to do a different thing about that. But what I'm saying about the Chinese food and all this sort of stuff, there actually is a two-headed tapeworm. Truly there is. And it looks very different than the other. And when you pass one, I know, kind of gross, there's actually two bubbles that float in the water. And if you just take a piece of toilet paper and swirl the water around, you'll see how long that damn thing is. And if you have pieces come out of you when you're doing a flush, you'll need to do a flush in order to see these. They could be long. They're about this long, and they're actually square in length, but they kind of ripple up in the water. That's how they get their worm, and they look like tape. And chunks of this thing will come out of you before the actual main thing comes out of you. Yeah. So it's very important to understand that. But in doing a flush, you also may have need something that kills worms and parasites within you as well, which you can get from the drugstore, you can get from a doctor. I don't know. I think that even if you eat clean and you don't have the proper things to kill off, see, regardless of what you eat in your body, it all turns to sugar. Pretty much, regardless of what you eat, it all turns to sugar. Okay, so diatomaceous earth is really good, but it will bung you up. It will really bung you up. I did that whole thing with diatomaceous earth. I would highly suggest taking a laxative while you use it. The fastest thing I've done with diatomaceous earth is that okay. Diatomaceous earth is great at killing things that have soft bodies and hard shells, okay? Because it sucks the water out of them. But the problem with the worms inside of you is, yes, it will kill some species of bacteria and such, but it won't necessarily kill all. Okay? So anyways, and as you flush it out of your body, you'll start to see those things come out. Well, say hi to your own. How's Triana doing there, Sarah? I'm surprised you didn't tap into her about all these things. As your genetic code creates new variances, you also will have new things form in your body that the known to take care of these type of bacteria and parasites will not work on. Okay, so as we're all changing to that's awesome. As we're all changing to crystalline DNA, we have new. It's like in your DNA sequence, the DNA spirals like this. It's in a spiral. Okay, when you look at it genetically, and there's different points of interest that are connecting DNA molecules and cells together. In the crosshairs of that, at each given point, as it switched to crystalline structure, everything in the body also changes. Therefore, you end up having new types of bacteria, viruses, all those sorts of things that come up. But there's different ways that we need to take care of those, as opposed to how the old things would have worked, like diatomaceous earth, for instance. They will do that. They will do that. Absolutely. Yeah. So the thing with this is that it's understanding that I actually ended up going to the doctor recently because what I was using was not working. It was not working no longer. It's like what I was trying to get rid of and kill wasn't it was immune to what was going on, the stuff that had worked previously. So I went to the doctor and got something else and included it along with my own regimen as well. And bam, poof, yeah, gone. That thing's gone, man. Trust me, it's gone. It's gone. Or one of them's gone. I don't know. I'm telling you though, I've had more energy in the last 2 days than I've had in a very long time, and it feels amazing. It feels amazing. So if you suffer from chronic pain or you suffer from these types of things, I would definitely go and do flushes for parasites and worms and all those sorts of things. And it wouldn't even hurt, if you're like me and have tried it all your own self and are still feeling like crap, go talk to your doctor about it. Maybe what you need is something from your doctor and from Halo all combined and put together, because right now it's about community. Even in the astrology, it's about community. So it's not about this will work and those won't. It's about combining it all together to create the exponential circumstances that you desire. How's that sound? Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. So a long time ago, Sarah, I gave you the concoction that I use and the oils that I make and put all within there. So, well, doctor, you see, I had a dream. Well, that's funny. Anyways, as you put all those things in there or whatever, and your body becomes accustomed to them, then they don't necessarily work. And see, I was using them over such a long period of time. And yeah. won't. Come on, have some faith. Oh my God, that's disgusting. As we're sitting here and hang out with Halo talking about poop. Life gets shitty and then it gets shittier. You can count on this in the Halo chat. Oh, I need to smudge. This is intense. Oh, that's funny. Y'all never cease to amaze me, y'all. Holy crap. Nah, Champa. That's for fuck sure. Oh, just put the F word in there, Sarah. You Tauruses are so against saying the F word, especially in public. I was talking to my friend earlier in the mall. I said, I'm an F bomber. And I just started cursing. He's like, you? Like, yeah, me. Trust me. It's been known to happen. My darlings, I'm gonna Fuckster, that's good. I like it. Fuckster. Oh. No! My glasses just fell off my face. I'm not supposed to see something, apparently. Well, it's pretty much the same thing when you have tapeworms and crap in you. Plus me, they plug you up. They do. They make you crave stuff. Oh my God, they make you crave stuff in a bad way. So bad. I just got dizzy. Five of Swords, Five of Wands, and Five of Cups. Wow. 5, 5, 5. Woo! Enlightenment out the wazoo. And a Four of Cups, missing the opportunity. Oh, what I was going to say is that there's, in the whole community thing, it's not about doing it by yourself. It's about some of this and some of that. Creating, using whatever is at your disposal to create the best possible result. So it's not about excluding doctors per se out of the mix. It's not about any of that. And some people might think that's against, how dare you go against my clean spiritual thing. But literally, just saying. Most people don't think of it as, when we talk spiritually about being in the North Node, with the North Node in an area of community and growing together. Right? Right? It so is. Just like I had in my thing, the money. Remember that? And I put in my thing there. 5, 5, 5, 50 and 2 5s. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Holy crap. I just lost the whole deck. That's too many to know what the hell to do with, let me tell you. There's 2 in the room of Pisces North Node. Taurus North Node. No crap. I should have understood that just by talking to you about your fear about moving forward. Something about building a firm foundation here on the earth using spiritual ideas or out of the norm ideas to do so. That totally makes sense with what you're dealing with. Yeah, stubborn one, ain't you, MK? Stubborn one. I love you anyway. Us very airy energies here and fiery energies need you you earth signs to come in and ground us all, because my cards are like every which way but the right way, it seems. Well, okay, fine. My idea was right. It's not what always right. Just saying. All right, I'm going to let all y'all go. Yeah, exactly. My own will. I won't do what I will and desire to do. So, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to eat some food. Sarah, if you would like to chit chat, you're welcome. We'll message up on Viber if you'd like to hit up and talk with MK. That's cool too. Message me, let me know what you're up for. 99. Stay out of trouble or find some, whatever works for you. Enjoy life to the fullest, whatever that entails. Bye for now. Mwah. All right, sounds good. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.